Samir, thank you so much for joining me today. Congratulations on the Luckiest Man in America. Um, I work in a studio, in a CBS studio specifically, so I had a lot of fun with the game show. Tell me a little bit about the film.
Thank you, Manny, for doing this. Yeah, it's a fun thriller movie, inspired on the scandal, on the pressure luck scandal of 1984. Michael Larson goes into a game show and wins a lot of money because he knows something that not everyone else does.
Yeah, it's always it's funny to see sometimes documentaries on game shows like that where it's like somebody cracks the code. I think recently there was one on The Price is Right, and things like that. Um, so I think what really captured my imagination. I loved your set design, your production design. Tell me a little bit about that and creating that game show atmosphere, especially that retro run. I just love the look.
Yeah, we wanted to be very faithful to the original one. So with my production designer, we were looking at a lot of archive footage and photos of the set, and we also had Bill Carruthers Jr., who's the son of the creator of the show, be our creative consultant. So he was supervising the whole time that we were making a faithful rendition of the set.
How much fun was that to step into that and to shoot that? Because as I'm watching it, I'm also thinking, man, that must have been a fun set to be on.
Yeah, it was great. It was amazing. Every morning we would show up to set, and set just happened to be the set of a game show. So it was always fun to just get there and see all the lights going, and it was amazing.
And now this only works if you have really the believable person that is a Michael Larson, and you do. I think that Paul Walter Hauser was a great choice for your lead. Tell me a little bit about working with him and how he adds really makes the film.
It was amazing. We got to speak a little bit about the character before going to set, and we always spoke about Michael as being an onion, and we were going to be peeling layers off of him throughout the movie. So we start with like what we think is the character, but as the movie progresses, we start revealing a little bit more until we reach his emotional core. But yeah, he just nailed it. I'm
I
so
think
happy.
it's funny you call him an onion. That's kind of a way to describe the character, I guess. In the when we meet him, I enjoyed it. You have quite the supporting cast too. I don't know if you can find a better kind of game show host than a Walton Goggins or a David Stratham as your Bill Carruthers. I was very impressed with your cast.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we were really lucky. We were one of the very few independent productions um, that had a SAG waiver to shoot during the actor strike. So we were able to assemble a really fantastic cast.
And how much easier does that make it for you as a director to know that yes, this is maybe an indie film and it has limitations, but also you have quite the experience, the star power to really allow it to elevate.
Yeah, it just makes it really fun because we're not worrying about so much about like nailing the specifics of the performance because they're just amazing. So it made it more about the blocking and the staging and allowing them to bring things to the set and to the scene and letting them explore a little bit more about what the characters are feeling and suggesting things to do. I don't know if you remember, but that moment where Bill Carruthers breaks the plate. That was all David Strathairn. He said, like, I feel like at this point I need to break that plate. And I was like, fantastic, go ahead. So yeah, it was just great. It's so liberating.
And just a question I have, if you don't mind sharing, for audience's purposes, sometimes they get curious with things like that. What is it that would allow a production during the strike to have a waiver?
Remain independent. So remember that the strikes were targeted towards the studios because we were very small and independently financed. We were able to proceed.
Yep, that's it. Thank you very much. I appreciate you answering that. What is one takeaway that you have from working on this project? Because like I said, I enjoyed it. I think it's gonna end up getting a lot of buzz, and I think it's gonna do really well.
Thank you, Manny. Yeah, we're excited for the release and hoping that yeah, people go to the cinema and watch it there. That's the dream.
watch it on the biggest screen possible. Samir, thank you so much for a few minutes. I appreciate your time. Congratulations on the film. And like I said, I really hope everybody watches it because it has an amazing retro feel. It has a great lead and then a great supporting cast, and all of that put together with a great story makes for a great film.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. It's nice to meet you.
Likewise.